Hey there, good morning. Happy Sunday morning to ya. On Sundays, we have usually been doing like a book of the month, but we're going to change it up a little this month. We're not doing that, but even though it's a Sunday, I still want to talk about a book. And it's the book I wanted to talk about. It's November, we just went over in Lilith's devotion. There are a lot of books on Lilith, and Lilith is becoming very popular lately in the magical community. The one I wanted to talk about today is called Lilith, Goddess of Darkness and Light. This one can be found on Amazon. They have a hardcover edition for $29.99. I got the paperback for $14.99, and they also have a Kindle edition that you can get for $6.99. This particular book, it's over 200 pages long. The author has written over 20 books on magic and spirits and gods and goddesses. And in this one, he focuses on Lilith. And reading off of the back, it said, a daemon to some, a goddess to others, a name which struck fear in the hearts of men and women in the Middle Ages, a name associated with the most powerful daemoness in history. A name that is very magical. She's actually a goddess of feminism and encompasses all the aspects of her dual nature, darkness and light. And he mentions that this is the largest book he has ever written on a single goddess. Like I said before, he's written over 20 different books. This includes over 25 different rituals on magic to achieve success on such topics as like love, work, or school. There's also protection magic, magic to assist in funding a startup business, for example, magic to help you push past rivals for jobs, and things like that. So, in the beginning, he'll talk about his own personal background with Lilith and how he came to work with her. He talks about there's a various history of Lilith and different creation myths. He'll talk about those, and then there's two kind of different main focuses on the work that he goes about in this book. The first is curses and baneful magic, and on for that he uses Lilith in her demon form. The second one is using Lilith in her more goddess form for things like empowerment and things like that. So like curses and baneful magic, where you're manipulating different situations, Lilith in the demon form, and to empower yourself, Lilith in the goddess form. Okay, so the first part is an introduction to Lilith. The second part is Lilith in her demon form, and you have rituals to get answers with her. If you're going to work sex magic, basic sex magic, to get a lover back, or to find yourself a lover. There's also protection magic, pathworking magic, some baneful magic for revenge and retribution, of course cursing, how to do a basic curse, and also how to make a money bag. That's kind of a good thing. The third part is magic, working with Lilith in her goddess form. So how to petition Lilith for answers and different things like that, how to make your business more successful. And then in the second section where they talk about the baneful and more manipulative things about like sex magic, this one is in Lilith in her goddess form. He has different rituals for love, strengthening your love, returning with a lost love, also love towards friends, how to do some glamour magic. Chapter 16 is one I kind of like, because it has a section on magic for protecting children, and also providing safety for your partners and spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, for a healthy childbirth, success in school. And chapter 17 is really interesting because I never really looked or knew about Lilith in like a healing, as a healing goddess. So there's healing magic, physical healing, and also emotional healing stuff that you can work with. Throughout the book, there are different sigils that you're going to work with, and in chapter 18, he provides those different sigils. And let me go ahead and flip through. I can show you some of the artwork that is provided in here. So this is the Lilith, this is Daemoness sigil. This is more of a simple one for working the more baneful magics. For Lilith and her goddess aspect, there's that sigil. Here's a more simple one for Lilith and her goddess aspect. Alright, so this is one for do the protection for children magic. There's that. Another protection magic sigil. We mentioned money and abundance. There's that. There's a compel, a success sigil. And then in the appendix, where he talks about oils, some of the different oils that you can use for the rituals. He gives recipes for those. So you have a command oil, come to me oil, crown of success, money draw. If you need to make black salt, there's a recipe for that, how to make your own black salt. If you're going to petition the goddess for answers, there's some advice for making your own pendulum. And also how to activate it and charge it. Then if you're going to use your pendulum, sometimes you'll see online there are different like fancy pendulum charts that you can buy that are on cloth or on wood. He has some different charts that you can use on the book, using the book, so you don't have to go out and buy something like that. For dates, if you're going to ask the goddess about different dates, there's that chart. So there's a lot of good information. Towards the back, there's also a banishment ritual. So there's like a whole lot of stuff to like in this book. So I really want to suggest it and kind of give it a good 2 thumbs up. This one is not in our files section, but it can be found on Amazon. Remember, on hardcover, paperback, or Kindle. So that's all for this Lilith book. Thank you.